Anne Rudin has been on the council since 1971, and apparently she has been validated in that role. Last time around, she was re-elected by a 73% margin. And her goals as a feminist get increasing encouragement, too, from the growing numbers of women Anne Rudin finds herself dealing with in city business.
We've been traditionally the followers, the supporters. You know, we've worked on political campaigns, but we do the envelope stuffing and make the coffee and that sort of thing. And we're never really in on the policy making. And what I'm trying to show women is that they can be there, they should be there, because the decisions that are made affect them. They should be part of that decision making.
Anne Rudin feels her activism in government must be more than just as a woman. She speaks frequently with students and is concerned over their feelings about politics.
I see a disinterest which I think has its roots in distrust. They figure, why bother? You know, it's a corrupt, lousy system. I don't want to be part of it. And I confess that at one time I thought that too. But then I began to think, if it's bad, maybe I should become a part of it, you know, and help make it better if I can. And very often I ask classes, how many of you have ever considered running for office? And no hands go up. And at the end of my talk, when I've told them what I do and why I'm doing what I do, and ask again, how many of you think you might like to run for office? A few hands go up.
Long before it became fashionable, Anne Rudin was calculating unit prices at the market with the slide rule. Maybe it's that kind of awareness which makes her a leader. She is certainly aware of what it costs to be a leader.
You know, I practically live in a fishbowl. I can't do some of the things that I would otherwise do. My time is not my own. My life is not my own. However, I do draw a line. You know, in the evenings, on weekends, I'm a little harder to reach because I feel that I am entitled to privacy and I don't want my family imposed on.
As a person and a professional, Anne Rudin sees herself as very different than she was 10 years ago. She will tell you that today she is more confident and more courageous. But don't ask her if that comes from being a women's libber.
I usually have to ask them what they mean by women's libber, because usually they have the stereotyped view of the feminist. I do say, yes, I'm a feminist. I don't know whether I'm a women's libber in, you know, to fit the image that you have of it, but I am for equal rights for women. In fact, equal rights for everybody, but especially for women.
Councilwoman Anne Rudin, a profile. And this is Stan Atkinson reporting.
Give praise to God, to bless man one and all, and serve all to destiny, for now and for eternity, mankind arise.
To get out of this trip, what are you looking for?
Well, first of all, I want to make contact with people from the East Coast, for example. Cities on the East Coast are constantly in and out of Washington. Because of distance, Sacramento is at a disadvantage. The personal contact with federal officials really helps, I think, to establish who we are, that we are serious and capable of carrying out these projects, and would be responsible in doing so.
Would you think that the city and county of Sacramento and the Sacramento area now has lost a great deal of leverage because two of the senior congressmen, Leggett and Moss, are retiring?
There's no question about it. Mr. Moss was very influential. It took a long time to build up that seniority. We're going to have to begin all over again now, establishing seniority and power.